calling. DOJ, Victim Witness Coordinator.
Hi,
It came up to Louisiana in my phone.
Coordinator for the U.S. Attorney's Office.
I just looked.
I'm sorry
It
I
didn't
was
give me the
unable to
local
take your
locations. It
telephone
gave me the location where
Please
my
leave
abuser
your
lives.
name, phone number.
Okay, this is I put in victim witness. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I put in victim witness, and it's saying Dallas County District Attorney. They want me to go to the Frank Crowley. It's railroading me to the Frank Crowley, but the victim witness is from Department of Justice, who scammed, so I couldn't get in witness protection. I have it recorded. So let me click. My phone is railroading me to the Frank Crowley building. That's not what I put in. But my phone has done this. I looked for jobs this morning, and it was playing games with the job. They don't have a right to control my phone, deprive me of any avenue, even on the monetization, to consistently defraud me out of funds year after year with no consequences. I have spent countless amount of hours looking up my rights and different things with my child, and I know that I probably wasn't believed when I said that my phone search results are counterfeited, even in YouTube. Okay, I called the advocacy, child advocacy. They played games. They do this in person. So if I put in witness protection, victim witness, let me try another way. My phone makes things so difficult, including this morning with the job searches. Now it came up DOJ victim witness. Let's see if it's Dallas, because they want me to go to Louisiana where my abuser lives. They claim it's the victim witness hotline. I've already called in games. Let's see what happens this morning.
U.S. Attorney's Office, this is Arya.
Okay, where are you located?
Dallas.
Okay, do you have ability for someone to come in person?
I'm sorry?
Can someone come in person and get assistance?
Well, if you have a case, if you're a victim or witness in our case, yes.
Okay. Well, I was deprived of that a while back, and they keep giving me criminal trespasses. The abuse is so extreme. I did report it to the Northern District Court, and they closed the case. I reported to them that they would bully me and violate me and mistreat me trying to come check on my case. And then they closed the case saying that I didn't respond in a timely manner. But I informed the court that I wanted witness protection because I was getting terrorized even coming to check on my case. So they had it on camera footage at that court that they concocted a multitude of schemes so I couldn't be at the court when I had an active case, which is criminal. They have also done it again here recently. There's child abuse involved. I reported it to the court, and all forms of protection has been deprived of me. I fear my safety as I feared it years. I had to live in a tent, and I was even deprived of food and water purchase to the abuse was such an extreme.
Would that be a state case or a federal case?
Can I give you my information and then you can see for yourself?
Sure, go ahead.
My name is Kiana. Okay, so I'm sorry. So you said state court?
That's correct. You're calling the U.S. Attorney's Office, so we handle federal cases.
Okay, what are federal cases?
So federal cases are like postal services crimes, drug crimes, any big major federal crimes.
Oh, yes, there's been federal crimes committed. I have multiple false arrests. There's multiple conspirators with the courts and would deprive me of my constitutional right to appear at court at a multitude of locations. They have deprived me of mail at a multitude of locations, even a whole post office. And I sent information to the FBI showing that I put multiple different holes at the post office that the post office wouldn't honor. I called the police on the post office and showed the police the holes, and the police covered for it and bullied me. I mailed it to the FBI, all the holes, and I informed the FBI that the the whole post office was committing a crime to deprive me of my mail, which was vital because I couldn't find anyone that wasn't conspiring with my family's abuse. So I started writing all over the United States, advocating for myself. So I wrote all over and I gave this address because the government forced me into homelessness by depriving me of services and said railroading me and sabotaging my life. So then when I wrote, I didn't get one stitch of mail. My sister was scared and wouldn't give me the mail, so I called the police on her and they covered for it. While the police was there, she still wouldn't give me my mail. And the police said okay and left.
So unfortunately, we don't have a case where you're a listed victim or witness. So unfortunately, I can't help you.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
My first name is Arias.
Okay, so I just reported some extreme amount of crimes. Are you depriving me any resolutions? To report crimes as they've done years made it impossible for me to report the government's abuse. It has been, I can't do it. I've tried for years. So out of the extreme amount of corruption that I've stated to you, or you're not willing to give me any avenue to get these crimes, people to abide by the law?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, let's get to resolutions because I've called for
listening
years,
to
and
this
everywhere I've
corporate
called, in person and on the
cases.
phone, I've only found people that were conspirators in crimes. Him tampering with
Ma'am.
evidence is a felony offense.
Ma'am,
And
I'm
I've
going to
only.
need to hang up if you don't want to listen to
Are
me.
you trying to take control of the call to enforce criminal activity as they've done years, ma'am? I would like to concentrate on how to get these people the felonies they've racked up and protected. These are crimes that you're condoning and threatening to hang up to enforce. So where is the solution to getting law enforcement?
Ma'am, you need to report these crimes to the police. And then...
How do you report? Who's over the... I'm not being heard, ma'am. You're not listening. You're not listening, ma'am. I'm blacklisted from law enforcement all over. I'm blacklisted.
I feel like you're not listening to me, so I'm trying my best to provide you with a solution, and you're not listening.
Are you gaslighting me, ma'am, as you guys have done years? This would be psychological abuse.
What I am doing.
Gaslighting me for you enforcing crimes, ma'am. Well, the problem of it is I did ask you who I report these federal offenses to. And you're covering for it, ma'am, as they've done years on my
I'm
phone.
trying to give you some resources.
I can't go to the police, ma'am. I'm not being heard, ma'am. I'm trying to get protected. And I did call victim witness hotline. Can you give me avenues to get protected, ma'am? This is the victim witness hotline. And you're depriving me of protection as they've done years, ma'am. You have to see it to believe it.
I said, this is the victim witness hotline.
What do you do there, ma'am? I'm asking because I do have federal crimes. So what do you do there? How would you protect me?
Like I said, if you're a listed victim or a witness in our case, then I'm able to assist.
Okay, how do you assist? Can you tell me how you can assist? I may have given you the wrong information. Can you tell me how you can assist?
Ma'am, I'm letting you know right now that we don't have...
You don't want me to know how you can assist, ma'am? Like they have done years everywhere I call? Why would you deprive me of any information to protect me and my family? To such an extreme, you said postal crimes you help with. I told you about one and then you covered for it. I've never heard of a whole post office committing a felony and getting away with it.
Ma'am, if you need to report a crime, you need to call...
Ma'am, I call victim witness and you're arguing and playing games to deprive me of any assistance to escape the government's abuse at the victim witness hotline.
Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm going to need to hang up if you're not going to listen.
You're trying to take control of the call to, validate your bad behavior, ma'am? You're gaslighting me to cover up for the crime you're committing? Tampering with evidence is a felony. So this is the victim witness hotline, and you're depriving me of services like they've done years. So I had to start recording my calls because people would not believe what I went through, and they still don't have an idea because the people know my calls are being recorded. So now they're doing better.
Would you like me to provide you with information in order to report your crime?
I would like to. That's what I asked for, and you deflected and blamed me for it, as they've done years.
I did not.
Okay, ma'am, can we get to it? Because I waited years.
Ma'am, you keep interrupting me, and I'm trying to give you different resources.
Okay, thank you. Please, can we get to it? Because I waited years.
Okay, if you go online, you could report your crimes online.
I've already done it, ma'am.
Oh. Okay.
I never had a response. This is a long, drawn out hours of doing the reports. Hours, and no one has ever called me back. And my email's controlled too, which the FBI investigates they won't. I've sent emails to people. I don't believe that they got them. The emails were weird. Controlling someone's email is a crime. But the FBI refuses to investigate it and call the police to enforce their crimes. Like every other location I go to. So this is an extreme amount of abuse. In each place I call, they seem to condone it and then blame me for their behavior. That would be psychologically abusive, ma'am. So the only thing that you're willing to suggest is for me to go online, as you've done years, hanging up in my face, covering for crimes, emotionally abusive, argumentative, sabotage and assistance for years. So that's the only thing you're willing to do is tell me to go online? So you're the Dallas location. Where do I get victim witness, period? So is the government depriving me of all protection? So where's the victim witness that will help me with what I described?
like I said, unfortunately, you do not have a case. The name you provided to me does not ring up in our system.
Well, it did before. It did before. I mean, it's at the Northern District Court.
Okay, it might be from state court.
Okay, so you didn't give me a referral to state court. You're covering for it, depriving me of my ability to be safe. Why would you not do your due diligence and give me the number to a location that could assist? Yeah, that would make sense. But I mean, everywhere I go for years, they sabotage help. So that's why I'm stuck in this chaos. Even at church, I can't find people that aren't conspirators. At domestic violence organizations, even with apartment complexes.
County District Attorney's Office. Would you like their phone number?
Is that Frank Crowley?
Yes.
That's not correct, ma'am. I don't know why you'd be dishonest. If I have a federal case at the Northern District Court, are you railroading me to speak with problems as you've done years? If I have a case at the Northern District Court, why would you railroad me to Frank Crowley?
That's the Dallas County State Court.
I'm not being heard, ma'am. If I have a case at the Northern District Court, are you sabotaging me getting protected with this case? I'm not being heard. I have a case out there. Let me give you the case number, ma'am, because you're covering for it again. Let me give you the case number. Hold on. And then we can look up it that way. Are you blatantly lying so I don't get protection as you've done years? You have my name, and how could I have a case there and you not see it?
Ma'am, I'm letting you know that you're not a listed victim or a witness in any of our cases.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me give you the case number, and then we can go from there and see what's going on.
Go ahead.
Okay, what I'm looking at right here. Hold on. My phone is petty, and my tablet. My provider refuses to investigate it. That's why I think that I need victim witness, because this is extreme. So the number is 10-18-00322-CR. Let me see if make sure this is the right one.
Can I repeat that?
Okay.
10-18.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's where I tried to appeal the crimes that were going on at the at Hill County when they gave me a 911 abusive call for reporting a crime that the police was committing. They keep covering for the police corruption by giving me tickets and citations for reporting criminal activity just because it's the police. So I have 19-1609.
19-1609.
Right.
So that is not a case number that we have.
Okay, so here's the thing. This has been like a twilight zone. So the case is at the Northern District Court. Ma'am, hold on. I'm just trying to get clarity because it's like people are lying and covering for this abuser. So, ma'am, if it's at the Northern District Court, am I being heard?
So you're calling the U.S. Attorney's Office.
I'm trying to get clarity, ma'am. Can I ask the question before you answer it?
Ma'am, I'm letting you know that
I haven't asked the question, ma'am, yet. This has happened years, ma'am. It's not really effective if I can't ask the question and you answer questions I didn't ask. So it'd be more beneficial if you let me speak and ask the question before you answer it. Are you depriving me of asking the right to ask a question, ma'am?
Go ahead. You can ask.
Because it's been deprived of me for years. Okay, so if I have a case out the Northern District Court, civil court, because all law enforcement was denied. So I tried to open up a civil case at the Northern District Court. Who handles that?
So we represent the U.S. government. We don't represent individuals. So you wouldn't be able to open a case with the federal government.
Okay, so I'm not being heard. Where did I call? What is this that I just called? Where are you located?
You're calling the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Where are you located, ma'am?
We're in Dallas.
What is your address, ma'am?
Ma'am, you can find that online.
Why would you deprive me of that, ma'am? Are you trying to sabotage my assistance, ma'am? Ma'am. She hung up. She's not on the phone.